Welcome to the Eno Branch Biological Station. In this episode we round off April as we continue to explore our local surroundings in search of returning bird migrants and breeding resident bird species. It's been an exciting week with some interesting local bird discoveries as we added a completely new species to the station patch list. In this episode we head out further afield to Jordan Lake to see the lone member in the bird family Icteridae. And we get all non-birdie with a roundup of all the herps we've encountered during the month of April. And now, as the month has come to a close, we break down April's bird stats. This is how the 24th to the 30th of April played out. It's a yellow warbler. Surprise visit to the station this morning. A nice male. So there's lots of prairie warblers, that ascending high-pitched call. There's the yellow-breasted chat. Brown-headed nuthatch up there. Squeaky toy. That's a towhee, that's me speaking towhee. So it's early, it's 7:30. Still it's pretty misty this morning. It's about 56 degrees. A lot of rain has come through the last couple of days, so there's a chance of migrants here as well. I forgot the microphone this morning, so this is just iPhone. There's a few things singing here. Yellow-breasted chat. There's pine warbler and prairie warbler here. What I'm picking out is the Pikachu. That's summer tanager. Pikachu. It's got a yellow throat and prairie warbler. There you go. So I was thinking of going to Ebenezer Point, but I think we're just going to bird up here in the woodlands. Saw a wild turkey on the way down, and I could hear ovenbird and wood thrush. So go and have a look at those woodland specialists. There's an osprey coming in behind me. There he is. It's a black and white warbler singing up here. There you go. Ovenbird. There's at least 3 up this road. There's also wood thrush here, hooded warbler. There's a red-eyed vireo just lazily chirping away every so often. Sunday the 30th of April, the last day of April. It's raining. There's a lot of hooded warblers are calling down by the river. It's a grey cat bird. Me. The first reptile we spotted in early April was this rather sluggish northern black racer. It was trying to bask in the undergrowth on a rather chilly day along the Eno. Found this DK's brown snake in the garden, curled up in one of the camping chairs. The most misidentified snake in America, apparently. We spotted this grey tree frog drop out of a tree onto the road right in front of us whilst out walking. Presumed was a female due to size, as we captured this much smaller individual several days later in the garden. And noticed this very still green frog along the edge of the river mid-month. So welcome to the unfinished field lab, but we're still using it because the stats are here. So here's April's bird totals for our local patches within a 30-mile radius of the station. As you can see, the grand total for April is 79 species seen or heard in the area. This is awesome, and there's some great species in this list. The list here illustrates what's happening locally in terms of spring bird movements. Our numbered species list here corresponds to which zone a new bird species was initially encountered and identified, and isn't a total for birds seen in each radial zone. So this just illustrates that most of the birding, and therefore most of the bird records, occur close to home, i.e. within 1 mile of the station. And this is surely a consequence of accessibility and observer coverage. I live here, I am here birding, not somewhere else birding. Plus, the station is located within and very close to a variety of great habitats and wildlife corridors. And as you can see, there's some colour coding going on here in order to really illustrate the breeding strategies of two groups. That is to say, the sedentary species and the migratory species. And both strategies are at play here in our local bird populations. So breaking the stats down from our list of species encountered in the recording area, some 31 species, 39% were long-distance near-tropical migrants, meaning they spend the winter in the tropics but travel thousands of miles north to breed. I've colour-coded the sedentary species blue. This group opt for a less dangerous lifestyle, as they don't run the gauntlet of predation and adverse weather or the physical demands of moving long distances, but do run the risk of running out of food in the winter. And out of our 79 species, 32 were sedentary species, some 40% of our total. A species underlined in green indicates a passage migrant, i.e. a bird moving through from wintering areas to more northerly localities to breed. The main ones here are the yellow-rumped warbler and the white-throated sparrow. And just to confuse things, there are the resident, apparently sedentary species that also migrate north. Some of the population stay and some migrate, and these species are colour-coded blue and green. And these include the American robin, common grackle and song sparrow. We had 9 species that fell into this category, making up 11.5% of our total. Well, that's it for episode 4. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time on the Eno Branch Biological Station.